Hi everyone, welcome back to GA Online Teaching, and today we are busy with the grade 10 video finally, and we are busy with linear equations. Now this lesson will be in two parts. The first one, how to solve the linear equation, and part number 2, which we'll be doing next week inshallah, we will do the interval notation as well as the number line. Okay, so today we're only going to solve. Right, so one thing I want you to remember with linear equation, in fact two things. The first thing is you treat it exactly as a normal solve for x sum. The only difference is instead of an equal to sign, I have now an inequality. Okay, a more than or less than sign. Then the second thing is you should remember this. When I get to the end of my sum, when I multiply or if I divide and that number is a negative number, then your sign of the direction of your inequality will switch around. Okay, I want you to remember that when multiplying or dividing by a negative, the inequality will switch around. Okay, so firstly, I need to treat it like a normal equation. So the first thing you're going to do when you have an equation, you obviously get rid of brackets. Okay? So 2x minus 3 over 2 is more than and equal to, now I'm going to distribute this 3 with my x and my 1. So 3x plus 3. Alright. You should get 1 mark for that. Then the next thing is get rid of my fraction. Now there's many different ways to get rid of a fraction. You obviously use the one your teacher teaches you. I teach my learners LCD, then divided by denominator times numerator. But this is an easy one. All I do is get rid of this denominator, multiply it by 2 over 1. Those two will divide out, or commonly known as cancel, and then this, therefore, I also multiplied by 2 over 1. What happens? What I do on the left hand side, I must do on the right hand side. So, getting rid of this fraction over here, I am left with 2x minus 3 is more than equal to, now remember you're multiplying this by 2. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 3 is 6. Right, what do I get now? Wholes, okay? Now what do I do? X is one side, numbers on the other. So 2x minus 6x is more than and equal to 6 plus 3. Right? Simplify that, like terms, that is negative 4x is more than and equal to 9. Now very importantly, I'm going to get rid of that negative 4 because I want to isolate x. I want x alone. So I divide it by negative 4. What I do on my left, I need to do on my right. Now very importantly, what did I say? When I'm at the end of my sum and I'm dividing or multiplying by a negative number, what happens to the sign? The sign now will change in the other direction. So it will look like that. Those two divide out, x is isolated, and my final answer is 9 over negative 4. I can put that into decimal place as well. I think you get the answer of negative 2.25. That's okay. Right? In simplest fraction form, it is fine. Right. In number 2 learners, I have 2 inequality signs. Right? Now, I need to first isolate x. In order to do that, I need to get rid of the negative 3. In order to get rid of the negative 3, I need to get rid of the 1. Now, because there's 2 sides to my inequalities, it means that I need in order to get rid of the things, I need to distribute it both sides of my equal to sign. Okay, so this one has to go on that side as well as that side over there. Okay, I get rid of it. So negative 5, if it's positive over here, if I bring it over the equal to sign or get rid of it, or the inequality sign, it now will be negative 1 is less than negative 3x, which is less than 10. Remember, what a lot of learners forget, they forget to distribute their middle terms with both sides of my equation or inequality. So 10 minus 1. Notice over there, they lie on both sides of my inequality signs. Keep that in mind, please learners, it's very important. From there, I simplify. Negative 6 is less than and equal to negative 3x, which is less than and equal to 9. Now, remember, I'm going to divide with a negative number. So negative 3, right? Now, I get rid of that negative 3, right? It has to be on both sides of my inequality. In other words, on this side as well as this side over there. In layman's terms, what you do to the one side, you have to do to the other. In other words, equation means balance. So you have to be fair with what you do in your equation. I hope that makes sense, right? And remember, I divided with a negative. So what's going to happen to the sign? It will now face the other way. Oops, see? Over here, it will now face the other way. Alright, so those two will divide out. That is x. This is positive 2. This is negative 3. So what can you tell me? That the value of x is more than negative 3 and equal to and less than and equal to 2. Please, this is very, very important to wrap up what I just said. If you have something like this and you need to get rid of anything, it has to apply to both sides. Okay, so over here the 1 was distributed that side as well as that side over there, and when I divide in the middle, I divide both sides. What happens when I divide or I multiply with a negative? The sign will change direction. Alright, with that being said, if you have any questions, please drop a comment below. For all my previous videos, the link is below. Go in my folder, grade 10 and 9, and scroll which is your topic that you want to be taught on or need an extra explanation. Until next time, please don't forget to tell your friends that we are GA Online Teaching and we want to make a difference of the lives, in the lives of all learners. Thank you very much.